Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Ones, empaths, you've got to understand first and foremost how obsessed this narcissist that was involved in your life actually was. Throughout the time when they met you, throughout the duration of the relationship, they were completely obsessed. Now, you got to understand that obsession can come in various forms, right? It doesn't always have to be a positive form of obsession. It can also be a negative form of obsession. You know, this obsession is what's misconstrued as the love that you feel from them. Like, you know, going back to the early days with the love bomb, you know, you took that was their obsession, you know. They did admire you. They did, you know, idolize you. They did. And they did maintain this throughout. They always idolized you. And they were always obsessed about you. And they knew you were something different, you see. They always knew you were something different. But in their heart of hearts, they always felt like they wanted you more, you see, than you wanted them. They may not have never brought this to your attention, but this is how the narcissist that was involved in your life would have felt. They would have felt that you wanted, that they wanted you more. And, you know, their feelings of insecurity, their feelings of inferiority complex, they've basically projected that onto you, right? That's why they've cut ties with you. That's why they've pushed you away. They've basically projected all of their feelings that they had hidden. You know, a lot of the times these feelings are hidden. They're masked. They're never brought to the attention of the victim of narcissistic abuse. They're never brought to the attention. They hide these feelings, but they've projected them onto you. They've even projected their obsession onto you. All of these feelings, the obsession, the inferiority complex, the feelings of low self-worth, the feelings of feeling like that they're always, you know, trying harder than you are. They projected all of this onto you, you see. They've actually projected all of this onto you. Now, you can be the one now, you know, after you've gone through the whole situation, you can be the one who's now ruminating about them. I'm not saying you're obsessing, but they're trying to make you that way. You know, you can be the one who's constantly ruminating about them. You know, they're stuck on your mind. It's going over in your head over and over again. You know, you're reanalyzing stuff. You're ruminating about them. You've got to see the motive and agenda behind this strategy that they've done. You have to see the motive and agenda, what they've done. This is their feelings, you know, and it's become more important to them, you know, rather than giving you that positive form of obsession, like during the love bomb and the breadcrumbs of love bomb that you may have experienced throughout the duration of the relationship. It's become more important for this narcissist involved in your life to ultimately destroy you. And this is what their obsession has turned into. It's turned into a quite darker reality of obsession, which involves destroying you, the empath and the chosen one. And you've got to come to terms with the fact that these feelings, when you're thinking about them, when you're ruminating about them, when you're questioning what's happened and they're on your mind, you have to come to terms that you're actually experiencing projection from the narcissist involved in your life. That's why they're weighing so heavily on your head. They have projected all of their feelings onto you. This is what narcissists involved in people's lives do. They project their feelings onto the other person. So it leaves the person feeling the feelings, and you being an empath that you are, you naturally absorb people's emotions anyway. But this is actually, you know, hit with full force because they're actually trying to project them onto you, you know. This is why they've cut you off. This is why they've pushed you away. This is why they've done that. So you have to know they're not your feelings, you know. They pushed you away to make you return harder. You know, they pushed you away to make you come back stronger, right? To make you be more obsessed about them, to make you desire them more. This is ultimately why they've pushed you away. They wanted to make you obsessed like them, you know, and, you know, they've projected their obsession on you, you know, their obsession for you. They've projected that obsession they have for you onto you, which is making you ruminate about them, think about them constantly, you know, think about how they cut you off, you know, putting you in a vulnerable state of mind, in a vulnerable position, right? It's literally absolutely barbaric what they've done, but it's all down to projection, you see, and you have to break the cycle, you know. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help a brother out. It'll take 2 seconds of your time. Just like this video showing up for you, help it show up for someone else in the community that it may be of benefit to. Remember, if you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can always reach out with a link in the description box below. Yeah, so it's down to breaking a cycle. You know, you have to see the true motive of why they done this to you, right? You have to see the true motive of why, you know, why they've done this. And it's not what they said it's about, you know. These narcissists that are involved in your life could have cut you off. Some of you might not have even had an explanation. Others of you might have had an explanation, or they've tried to tell you that, oh, they've cut you off because you did this, or you didn't do that, or you did this. And this could be part of your rumination. You need to understand this is all smoke and mirrors, you know. All of this, the reasons why they're telling you that they cut you off, it's not the real reason. The real reason that they've cut you off is to make you absolutely obsessed about them. You know, they're pushing you away. They're making you desire them to the fullest extent. You know, they may be giving you silent treatment. They may have ghosted you. They may not be communicating with you efficiently or even at all. Effectively, I should have said. They may not be communicating with you at all. And you're in your own mind. You feel alone. You're suffering. This is pure projection from the narcissist onto you. They've literally, this is how they felt during the relationship, even when you was by their side. You know, this is how they felt. They always felt like they were the one that wanted you more. They felt like they were putting more effort. You know, they're very selfish. They overlooked everything that you were doing and all the good things you were doing for them. But please don't believe the manipulation of the narcissist involved in your life, of the reasons, if they did even tell you any reasons of why they've cut you off, you know, why they've discarded you, why they've done this. You need to understand that none of that's true, you know. You need to see the true motive of why, you know, why they done it, you know. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. You know, it's a really hurtful time. But once you realize you're experiencing projection, it helps you understand why you're going through these emotions, why someone who's treated you so badly, you know, this was strategically done to you, this projection. You know, they used to project on you during the relationship as well. Their feelings, all these feelings they used to project on you during the relationship, but they went for the full force, you know, at the end when they cut you off, you know, pushing you away, projecting that, you know, that feeling of, to make you obsessed, you know. So a lot of you, you know, might be looking on their social medias and things of that nature. You need to try it and stop doing that. If you can get to a day or half a day without looking on their social media, or just try. You know, it's a work in progress. Just take time. You know, there's no rush. I know it hurts, and you know, but they're trying to make you fall into a toxic pattern of which you wasn't like this before. This is what I'm saying. This is why you have to see the true motive of why they've done this to you. You wasn't like this before, right? You wasn't like this before. So once you realize you're understanding projection, it helps you understand, and I know it hurts, but it helps you understand what you're really dealing with. You know, they're watching you still, you know, on social media, if you are on social media, or if there's associates of yours that are connected with them, they're finding that information. Or even if you're not on social media or you don't have connections, there's websites that you can look on to try and find out information about people. They resort to all those sorts of things to try and keep watch on you, to see you hurting. What you've got to do is not contact them, or if you have been contacting them, you need to stop contacting them immediately. You have to, because they're pushing you away at this moment in time. Nothing you say to them, nothing you do is going to result in something positive for you. Even if they did welcome you back with open arms, it's still not going to be actually beneficial for your life, right? So you actually need to not communicate with them. If you are still in contact, or if you're not in contact, stop trying to attempt to contact them. Stop messaging them, stop contacting them on social media, even if they're not responding. Stop communicating with them. It's a must, right? You've got to know, anyone who does this in this way, who cuts ties in this way and projects their own feelings onto you, trying to make you obsessed with them, is very evil. It's a very evil individual. Very, very evil. The way they handled the discard or the severing of ties, the way they handled cutting you off, it's very evilly done, the way they've done it, right? And to be honest with you, that is all the closure you actually even really need. That is actually all the closure do you actually really even need. Once you see through what they are and you see them as an evil individual, that is your closure. That is your closure. So, just understand, reflect, and think back to, how obsessed they were from the beginning, and throughout the relationship. They were always obsessed about you. They always idolized you. They always idolized you and was obsessed about you, these narcissists in your life. They did always think they wanted you more. They did feel that way throughout the relationship. Please don't let that reflect on you, like you made them feel that way. That's just their nature. They feel like they're doing more. They're selfish. Ultimately, these feelings you're experiencing, the rumination stuff, this is the projection of the feelings onto you. The ruminating, they're stuck on your mind. This is the projection of them. You have to see the motive and the agenda behind them cutting you off, and the projection. You have to see the motive and the agenda of what they're trying to do. They're trying to make you obsessed exactly like they are. It's become more important for them to destroy you than it has to give you the positive form of obsession that they, that positive form. It's become more important to destroy you. It's become dark and twisted. You have to come to terms that these feelings you are experiencing is projection, and they're not your feelings. You have to really understand that they've pushed you away to make you return harder, to keep you engaged. Push you away. It's the whole hot and cold. Push someone away and make them come back stronger. It's an old tactic, but narcissists love to do this tactic. This is to project. This is to project the obsession onto you. So it's down to you. You have to break the cycle. You have to see the true motive of why they've done this. You need to understand that the things they said, that this cutting off may have been about, if they even said anything at all, or if they didn't say anything at all, it shows what they're about. But if they did mention some things about why they're cutting you off, don't believe it. It's fabricated. It's manipulation. It's further manipulation. Like I was saying, I know it hurts. I know it's a painful place that you're in right now, but you will make it through this. You will get ahead. You know, there are brighter days ahead of you. You know, once you realize you're experiencing projection, it helps you understand what you're really dealing with. You know, try and stay off their social media. Try and put in a plan of action to stay off their social media and limit yourself from looking. You know, they are watching you or trying to make attempts to find out information about you to see if you're still hurting. Please make sure you don't contact them. And remember, anyone who does this type of behavior is very, very evil. They're consumed with negative entities, you know, negative energy, devils. They're consumed with this. They're evil, right? Anyone that does this is evil. And that is all the closure that you need, Chosen One and Empath. That is all the closure that you need. So anyway, thanks for listening today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you want to donate, you don't have to, but if you'd like to support the channel, you can. Links in the description box below. For more narcissism-based content, check out our other channel, links in the description box. Please visit the forums. One of them is Tips to Heal, and I'd love to find out what helps you on your journey. Please book a healing session with me if you need advice or some light shed on your situation. The Empath Monthly group meeting is coming up at the end of the month. Limited space is available. There's a WhatsApp group for survivors to stay in touch. I'm also doing email consultations if you need a plan of action. The links for all I've mentioned are in the description box below. If you'd like to know more about Rise from Ruins when the Empath strikes back, click this video here. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.